Hi friends, welcome to Busy Moms Yoga. I've got a great flow for us today. 3 parts. We'll add on with each round that we do. Total of 6 rounds because we'll do 1 round on each side and add on 2 more times after that, if that makes sense. You'll get it as we go. Hopefully you're coming from already being a little bit warmed up. We'll take a few rounds of sun salutations just to get the blood flowing. But there's really not much of a warm up or a stretch for this flow. This is kind of just meant to be like quick and dirty. Let's get into it, in and out. And I hope that you take what you need. I do have my blocks for today. We will be taking a pyramid pose as well as a half moon. So I strongly encourage blocks. I will be using them if you don't have blocks, books, cans, water bottles, something that can just help bring the ground a little bit closer. And when you're ready, let's start with some half sun salutations just to get the blood flowing. Opening up in our mountain pose, let's stand here just for a couple breaths. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Feel the earth underneath your feet, grounding down, and breathe. And we'll use our sun salutations to connect to our breath as well. So when you're ready, big inhale up overhead. Exhale, folding forward, hinge at the hips, let the head and the neck hang here just for a moment. Inhale, lift halfway, looking straight ahead. Exhale, fold, ground down, rise up, and hands to center. 2 more just like that before we add on. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Root down, rise up, and exhale. 1 more mountain pose, we lift. Maybe swan dive, play around a little bit, mix it up. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, ground down, rise up, and hands come to center. Beautiful. We'll add on to it a bit, taking it to full sun salutation A. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, hands come down, step back to your plank pose. Exhale, we lower all the way down this first round. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release, tuck the toes, push up and back, downward dog. Stay here for a full breath. And then walk the toes to the top of your mat. Hang heavy here in your forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, looking forward. Exhale, fold, ground down, rise up. And hands come to center. Okay, 2 more times just like that. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Hands come down, step back to your plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down or halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend, cobra or upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Inhale, look up, walk, step, or maybe take a little hop to your forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, root down, rise up. Hands to center. 1 more time before we start our flow. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, halfway. Exhale. Step back, maybe jump to your plank. Exhale, lower, halfway or all the way. Inhale in your back bend. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, look up, walk, step, or hop, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Ground down, rise up. And hands to center. All right, I know I said there wasn't much of a warm-up, but you're probably feeling a little warm after that. All right, so we're gonna take it to our first round. You're gonna stay right where you are. I'll go back and forth to the different sides of my mats just so you can have the best view. I am gonna be facing both directions, so I apologize in advance for my back, but just listen for my voice and should be good to go. All right, so mountain pose, feeling the mat underneath your feet, shoulders away from the ears, tuck the pelvis under, palms are open. We're gonna inhale the arms up, sink the hips back, chair pose. Just for a moment, really tuck that pelvis under. Big inhale here. And then exhale, step back with the left foot, high lunge. In this first round, we'll just really make sure that we've got the postures down, checking your alignment, right knee over the right ankle, shoulders away from the ears. Feel that leg in the back holding you up nice and sturdy. Big breath in. Exhale, open up, warrior two. So facing the left side of the room, keeping that knee opened up, toes pointing towards the front, back toes pointing towards the left side, extending the arms towards the front and the back of the mat. Flip the front palm, reach up, peaceful warrior. Reaching up towards the sky, feeling that nice side body stretch. And on the exhale, come back through warrior two, rest that right forearm on the right knee, reaching over top with the left, one long line of energy from the left toes to the left fingertips, and maybe opening up towards the ceiling. And keep going, cartwheel the hands down to that low lunge, hands framing the right foot, and then step back, downward dog. Now, like I said, you stay right there. I'm just going to switch sides. Nice and slow, walk your toes up towards the top of your mat. Root down, rise up. And sink the hips back down, chair pose. Tuck that pelvis under, just like we talked about before. Big inhale here in your chair pose. And step back with the right foot into our high lunge. Big inhale in the high lunge. And exhale, open up, warrior two. Again, check your alignment, knee over the ankle. One arm towards the front, one arm towards the back. Flip that left palm, reach up, peaceful warrior, nice side body stretch. And exhale, bringing that left forearm to the knee, right arm reaches over top. And feel that energy from your toes on the right side, all the way up to your right fingertips. And cartwheel the hands down, step back, downward dog. Option to stay here, take it to a little vinyasa this time. Inhale in your plank. Exhale, lower all the way down or halfway. Inhale, back bend. And exhale, downward dog. Beautiful. Stay there in your downward dog. And walk, step, or jump to the top of your mat, forward fold. Root down, rise up, and we take it to round two, starting once again in that chair pose. So we're going to add on a little bit this time. Starting with a chair twist. So bring the hands to heart center in prayer, and either opening up towards the right side, extending one arm towards the front or towards the back. That's one option. Second option is to sink a little lower. Hook that left elbow behind the right knee and take it to a chair twist that way. Whichever variation works for you. From this pose, we're going to step back with that left foot into a high lunge twist. And again, arms can be extended towards the front or the back, totally your choice. Either way, big inhale, sweep back up towards the front, high lunge. And exhale, open up, warrior two. Beautiful. Looking over those right fingertips. Reach up, peaceful warrior. And exhale, side angle. Again, reaching over top with the left arm. Nice long line of energy. Now this is where we're going to take it to that half moon balance. So option to stay right here. If you're not feeling like a balance, you can just stay right here, play around in your side angle. I'm going to grab a block. I'm going to step my back toes in just a bit. I have my block on the highest setting. And nice and slow, I'm going to reach, keeping my hand on my hip to start. My left foot back as if I could kick a hole through the wall behind me. Feel my core turn on. And maybe reach that left arm up towards the sky. And you can play around with it a little bit here. Wiggles and wobbles are totally fine. Slowly lower that back foot down and join me right in a low lunge, hands framing the right toes. Dump the weight into the left hand, reach up with the right for a low lunge twist. On the next exhale, bring that right hand down, step back, downward dog, and breathe. One more full breath in. And exhale. Walk, step, or hop to the top of your mat. Swing the arms up, hips come back, taking it back to that chair pose. Tuck that pelvis, hands come to heart center. Maybe take the same variation as you did on the other side. Maybe try the other one, totally up to you. Extending the arms forward and back in that chair twist, or maybe hooking the right elbow to the left leg this time. And whichever variation you're in, you're going to take that big step back with your right foot into our high lunge twist. Stay here for a breath. And wherever you are, inhale the arms up, high lunge. On the next exhale, we open up, warrior two. Gazing over those left fingertips, flip the left palm, reach up, peaceful warrior. And exhale, extended side angle. And we're going to take it to that half moon on this side. So when you're ready, step that back foot in just a bit. If you moved your block, get it set up for yourself again. And finding balance could be trickier on one side than the other. Reaching back with that right leg this time. And opening up towards the sky. Maybe the right arm comes up, maybe it stays on your hip. Engage the core. And nice and slow, bring that leg back down. Both hands frame the left foot. Dumping the weight into the right side. Left arm reaches up towards the sky for that low lunge twist. Both hands come down, step back, downward dog. Option to stay here, take it to your vinyasa. Inhale into your plank. Exhale, lower all the way or halfway. Inhale, back bend. And exhale, downward dog. And stay here for a breath. And we'll take it to our final round. So when you're ready, walk, step, or jump towards the top of your mat, forward fold. Swing the arms up, sink the hips back, chair pose. One more time on each side, I promise. Same deal with our twists. So again, if you want to try to change it up, or maybe it just felt good wherever you were, totally fine. I'm going to change it up this time and just keep my arms stretched out, front and behind. Try to send that right hip forward, left hip back, because you probably have a tendency to want to twist your hips open. Want to keep the hips keep the hips squared towards the front of the room. Step back with the left foot into that high lunge twist. Inhale, both arms come up. Now from here, hop that back foot in just a bit so you're in more of a warrior one shape. And from here, straighten out that right leg. Reach for the front of the room like you're hinging at the hips and fold over that right leg. Great posture for blocks. And again, like I said earlier, try to send that right hip back and left hip forward so that you can really keep those hips squared and focus on that nice hamstring stretch. Block or no block, whatever works for you. From here, walk your hands and your feet towards the left side for a wide leg forward fold. And we'll stay here for a couple breaths just to release any tension in the hamstrings. Let your head and your neck be heavy here. When you're ready, bring your hands to your hips. Nice and slowly, we rise up. Send the arms up nice and tall, like a star pose. Send your toes out towards the outer edges, taking up space here. Big inhale. And then exhale, we're going to settle back into that warrior two. So right toes pointing back towards the top of your mat. And we'll take it to some familiar postures. Flip that right hand, reach up, peaceful warrior, nice side body stretch. Exhale, coming back to that side angle. Half moon again, so hopping that left foot in. And again, left arm can be extended or it can be at your hip, whatever feels good. I definitely feel stronger on my right foot balancing today than my left, but hey, every day is different, right? whichever feels good for you. Maybe find a spot on the floor to focus your gaze on. Slowly let those toes come back down. Frame that left foot. Reach up with the right arm. One more time, low lunge twist. And right hand comes back. Step back with the right foot. Downward dog. Breathe here for a moment. We've got one more round, one more side. So when you're ready, slowly walk towards the top of your mat. Sweep the arms up, hips come down. Chair pose for the last time. Opening up to that chair twist, your variation. Big breath here. Take a step back with that right foot. High lunge twist. And on your next inhale, arms come up towards the sky for that high lunge. Hop the back foot up just a little bit, warrior one. Straighten out that left leg, hinge at the hips. Reach for the front of the room first. Keep those hips aligned, and then block or no block, your choice. We fold over that left leg. Feel good on the hamstrings. Nice leg stretch, the whole back line of your left leg. Slowly walk towards the right. Take it to that wide forward fold. And maybe you can fold a little deeper this time. See if you can dump the weight more into the toes. Feel your hamstrings turn on even more. Maybe grab outer edges of your ankles this time or shins. And breathe. Again, hands come to hips. Engage the core, rise up. Extend the arms, star pose, big inhale. And exhale, opening back up to our warrior two. Stay here for a breath. Flip that left palm, reach up, peaceful warrior. And exhale, extended side angle one last time. Should feel like an old habit now. Hop that back foot in just a bit. We'll take it to that half moon one more time. Find that spot on the floor. Maybe the arm comes up, maybe not. But again, as if you are kicking through the back wall with your right leg, that will help with balance as well. And nice and slow, drop that back foot down, framing the left toes. Left hand comes up, low lunge twist. And left hand comes back down, stepping back to that downward dog. Stay here. Let's drop the knees down to the mat. Big toes touch, sink the hips back, child's pose. And take a moment here to come back to our breath. Maybe got the heart rate up a bit. Maybe breathing a little heavier than normal. Let's take a minute just to reconnect. Come back to our breath. Let the heart rate come down. All right, my friends, you are welcome to stay here in this child's pose as long as you need. Let it feel good. That was like I said, quick and dirty, right? No, not much of a warm up. Please feel free to take a 5-minute cool down or a little stretch out after. Add this on to another workout if you just need a little bit more spice. I'm so happy that you were able to join me today. I hope you got what you needed from this workout. I look forward to seeing you again. In the meantime, please subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram at Busy Moms Yoga, and I'll let you know whenever I drop anything new. All right, bye guys.